I think we're here, you guys. I think we made it. Can y'all hear me and see me? I don't know how this works, so I got to figure out where like the chat is and everything, but hopefully this works so much better. If it does, we did it. We did it, Joe. We did it. I got the phone too. Come on. We did it, Joe. If y'all can hear me and see me loud and clear, we did it. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for being patient. So I guess I'll start going live from here from now on the computer, right? Who knew? Who knew? I guess it's enough light. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of looking down because the other one, I'll get it ready for next time, but we're back. We're back in business. We're back in the game. Thanks, you guys, because I'm like not tech, like I don't know. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? I know how to do the basic stuff, but when it comes to tech, it's like if I go live, we just go live from the phone. But I didn't realize we should just go live from the computer. Boom, loud and clear. Welcome, everybody. Come back. You know, I got to do it again. Yes, look, and I can see the chat, you guys. It says I can share my screen. I'm like a kid, right? I've always wanted to share my screen with y'all because there was stuff that I wanted you to see that y'all couldn't see. So thanks, Marlon. I got you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody. We're like a little family. So, you guys, we're back. We are back. You thought, whatever, John. Don't do that, Captain John Smith. Look, we're all a work in progress. So people will start coming back on here. Yes, loud and clear. I can share my screen. It's even better. This is like Ashley 2.0, right? This is like Ashley 2.0. Okay, so okay. People are coming in. Welcome, everybody. We'll start again. Let's just start all over again, right? So I'm coming to you from the computer, from the laptop this time, you guys. So y'all tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're from. And I'm going to do my little introduction again because, you know, people are going to see this and they're not going to know what's going on. So if you are watching the replay, I had to end the first one. I'm on the second one. I will start going live from the computer since this seems to be so much better and everything. So you guys, Michigan, Washington, Missouri, got it, New York. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Let me do the intro real quick for people watching the replay. So, you guys, just bear with me, you guys. So, I'm Ashley Pickens. I'm here in Memphis, Tennessee, you guys. I have been in real estate since 2006 as a real estate agent, also a real estate broker. But most people know me because I auction off foreclosures at the courthouse. I am the one that says going once, going twice, sold. That is what I do here in Memphis, parts of Mississippi, and Nashville, and like all the little surrounding areas is what I do. I don't talk super fast. People always ask that. I don't talk super fast, right? I don't feel like I do. I don't know. But I'm going to get you in and out of there if you come to my auction. It's not going to be an all-day thing. If you go to auction.com, you're going to be in there all day. If you come to my auction, boom, you're going to be in and out in like 15 minutes. You're going to be able to go to lunch if you come to mine. So, welcome, Atlanta. Welcome, welcome. I see Florida, Georgia, New York, Washington, Michigan, Missouri. I see all of you. Welcome, everybody. And thank you, you guys. I appreciate it. Y'all always are so nice to me and send me such positive messages. And I don't know. I appreciate it. That's why I just do everything that I can to share with you all, right? And it's always like free, or I try to make it like, you know, affordable if I do something. But all the master classes are free. Y'all can go watch all the past master classes. They're free. The replay is up. Go watch them. You know what I mean? This last one was so good. Y'all had like 246 people on the master class. That's the most I've ever had, ever. So, and it was my favorite one. It was the best one about REO, bank-owned properties. Really good. So appreciate everybody who came. If you watched the replay, I hope you enjoyed it. So you guys, welcome. It's 8:16. What are we talking about tonight, you guys? Somebody asked, I always get like questions. I try to answer the questions that I get. So, people were asking, you know, I like to talk about what's going on in the news too. Y'all know I jump all over the place when I start talking, but I got a new listing, you guys. It's a guy in foreclosure. You know, I'm going to talk about everything. So new listing, guy was in foreclosure, you guys. They built in 2020. If you follow me on Instagram, your agent Ashley on Instagram, if you've been in my stories, you've seen it. Sad story, kind of like, I mean, if life has never punched you in the face, like old people say, you just keep on living, right? Just keep on living and life will, And so he bought the house 2020, had it built, beautiful house. If you've seen my stories, beautiful house. You guys, he was in the military. He's like fought in Afghanistan. You know what I mean? Bought the house 2020, right? 2022, that's when we were overpaying and overbidding for properties, right? So he refinanced it in 2022, right? Refinanced it for 2022. Bought it for like 485, brand new, built 45, refinanced in 2022 for like $500,000, pulled out. I'm sure that appraisal came in super high because prices were like at the top of the market then. Refinanced, pulled all that money out. But, when you refinance, your mortgage is going to go up too, you guys. Your mortgage is going up if you pull out more money, right? So pulled out, like, I think refinanced for like $505,000. Here we are, 2024, you guys, like, lost his job, divorce, going through a divorce, and like behind on the mortgage like a year, right? So now his payoff is like $560,000. Nothing over there is selling for anything above, like 500. Like, so I'm going to try to short sale it, is the plan. And see what happens. So tomorrow, Monday, I'm going to go talk to the bank. I will try to share this whole process with everybody in case you are in real estate or, trying to learn how to short sale, you know what I mean? Or I'll try to share that with you, like how to talk to the bank a little bit and how that process goes. So tomorrow I am going to initiate a short sale and we are going to pray that the bank gives me the price that I want. But I know with the short sale, they want to see comps of what houses are selling for, but I don't want him to sell it for that amount. I want to get it lower than that, right? Like I want it to be like it's probably worth $540, but I want to sell it for like $475. I want the bank to take $475. That is my plan of action. And I'm going to ask for it. And I'm going to sell it on, he's a veteran. I got a solid contract. I have a contract for $475. I'm going to be like, oatmeal is better than no meal, right? Oatmeal is better than no meal. So I'm going to see if the bank will take $475. But it's really worth like $540. So we'll see. We'll see. And I'll keep you updated on that. This is so cool. Like I can see y'all talking. Look. Hey guys. I just put that in the chat. I never even get to talk in the chat, you guys. So that's what's going on. I'm going to try to sell it. But I'm going to try to short sell it. But that just lets me know about how many people, I'm looking at the webcam. I hope I'm not looking up. You know what I mean? Refinanced and pulled money out and now are upside down on their properties. You know what I mean, you guys? Like, and when you refinance, your mortgage goes up. I think his mortgage went from like $2,000 to maybe $2,900 to like $4,000, right? And he lost his job, and it's, you guys, rough. So I can only imagine how many people did refinance and pull money out and now they can't afford it anymore, So that's what I'm working on now. I'm probably going to have an open house. I haven't done an open house in so long because I don't work on the residential market anymore. But it'll be a good time. Tonight, I think we were going to talk about, people want to know about REO versus auction. I don't know why I'm surprised, right? Because, y'all come to me for REO auction stuff, right? So I got a bunch of questions about auctions, like what's the difference between REO auctions, like how to buy them, and I think I've gone over this several times, you guys, but yeah, I get it. Our family is growing. So people are here who might not know how everything works, right? So I don't mind, you guys. I don't mind explaining it again. But, and of course, if you have questions, type them in the chat. Can y'all see in the chat? Are y'all talking to me in the chat? I'm trying to make sure. Hold on, look. I just sent a heart. That's me in the chat. Who knew I could do this? That shout out to Marlon for telling me to get on the computer, because I should have been on the computer, right? Who knew? Who knew I could do all of this? So, you guys, and I can share my screen, which is, I'm like, do y'all want to see the auction schedule for this week? I can share my screen now. What do y'all want to do? Y'all want to talk about auctions and REOs, or you want me to show you what's coming up, the schedule that's coming up for auctions tomorrow? Which ones? Tell me what y'all want to do, and I'll do it. What do y'all want to do? And we can do that. Yes, who knew? Because I've been glitchy and matrixy all, what John say? I thought it was, I've been in the matrix for like the last couple of months, and who knew I should have just got on the computer? Okay, y'all want to see auctions that are coming up. I'm going to share a website with y'all that it's like my schedule that I can see. Like I can see my schedule and I can see the other auction schedules. This is one site. I'll share it with you. Now, hold on. Look at me trying to get too fancy, talking about I can share my screen, and I will be, this whole live will cut off playing with me because I don't know. But it says share screen. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Okay. And y'all tell me in the comments, watch the whole live just go off. I'm doing too much. Yes, thanks, you guys. I'm doing too much, but you know me, I'm going to try to do it anyway. So let me look, you guys. So I'm going to show you the schedule for this upcoming week. I'll try to explain some things on the schedule, like opening bids. Maybe I'll show you last week's schedule, and then I will show you this week's schedule. Amount default and the average amount to save for a house. Amount default and the amount. Talk to me, our own beautiful. Amount default and the average amount to save for a house. Are those two different questions? I just want to make sure so I can answer them, because, you know, I can interpret a question and then you'd be like, Ashley, that's not even what I was trying to ask you. So I'm going to show the schedule. Our own beautiful, clarify a little bit for me, and I will answer your question. But look, I'm going to show you my schedule for this week. It's like auctions across the country, and I'll show you last week's schedule and try to explain a couple things to you. And I'm going to share this website with you, so y'all better save it. Y'all better save this website. Georgia, I see you. Just getting started. Veteran. Woo woo. Ashley, I thought interest rates were 3.5. So why they after his interest rate was 6%, you guys. His interest rate, I looked at the mortgage because, you know, I'm like, let me see your mortgage statement. It was like 6%. So I don't know. I don't know. It's showing 6.25%. So I don't know why, because I thought interest rates were low too in 2022. I don't know what kind of deal he did, but I know he cashed out, refi. I don't know what he did, but all I'm saying is he's upside down now. The original purchase price was like $485 in 2020 when he built the house. 2022, I think he refinanced for $505. He has not paid in like a year, so the past due balance is like $55,000. So the 504 plus the 55, his payoff is like 560. So David, I don't know. I don't know. I looked at his interest rate because I was like, if he's got a low enough interest rate, maybe somebody can assume it. It's sitting at like 6%. It's 6.2. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what kind of deal he worked out. So, our own beautiful, yes. Amount default. Tell me, for the deal that I'm doing, how much did he default? Is that what you're asking me? An average amount to save for a house. Two different questions. I guess you know what I mean. Like when you talk about saving for a house, right? It depends on, first of all, you need to have some money. Look, you got to have some money, right? Because you got, just to the side, you've got home inspections, appraisals. If you got to pay a down payment, if you got to pay closing costs, you know what I mean? You can get some of those negotiated, but you still need money, right? And I don't know, like when you talk about how much do you need to have saved for a house, right? Like if you go through NACA is going to tell you need to have like $1 million saved, because NACA is going to, NACA is a great program, but they are all in your business, and baby, you had to jump through hoops to get NACA. They want to see everything. If you got stock, if you got savings, if you got anything, they want to see all of your business. So, it depends on if your down payment would depend on what loan you get. If you're putting down 5%, you need down payment. I feel like you need double. You know what I mean? Like you need double, right? Just you need a cushion, right? You don't want to drain your bank account on down payment, closing, appraisal, inspection, right? After you pay for all those, you don't want to be sitting there like, oh no, right? You don't want to be house rich and cash poor, right? So I think that's going to depend on the price of the house you're trying to buy. You rented every room in your house when you lost, you do what you got to do. I mean, you turning water into wine, lemons into lemonade. You know what I mean? You do what you have to do, right? So life just punched him in the face, and life has punched me in the face too before. You know what I mean? That's what I said on the last one, right? Like if life hasn't punched you in the face, old people say just keep on living, right? Just keep on living. And sure enough, so, but it seemed like everything hit him really hard, right? And they called me because he was like walking away from the house. I'm like, you can't walk away from the house. Let me try. Let me at least try to help you. So that is what we're doing. I answered your question. Okay, so cool. No, do your homework. Do your homework. That's most important. Yeah, good old NACA, Denise. Great program, low interest rate, boom, but they're going to put you through the ringer to get that loan. They are. My best friend went through it, and she got perfect credit, plenty of savings, no debt, and they still put her through the ringer. Like they were like, how much do you have in savings? We want to see the stock. We want to see like your 401k. I was like, golly, are you doing a back? Are you applying for the CIA? But she got it. But let me tell you, they are all in your business. So anyway, that's not the point. Y'all want to see the auctions real quick. Okay, so look, it says if I click this arrow, I can share my screen. So let's all just hope and pray that when I click this arrow, it's going to let me share my screen. And I'm going to put you on this website. Everybody on this live is about to learn the website that I always share. I guess y'all can still see me. You cannot see my screen, but you can see me. I'm assuming. I can't see y'all. I'm typing this in really quickly. And in 2 seconds, I'm going to share my screen with you all. Okay, here we go, you guys. Y'all ready? Here we go. I'm going to hit share screen, and then everybody say, yes, we can see it. No, we can't. So here we go. Share screen. Boom. Share. Can y'all see it? I can't see y'all anymore, but can you see my screen? There it is. Okay, now I can see. Now I can see. We're together. We're together, you guys. Okay, so let me, but I can't like see it. I see view tab studio. Share this tab to studio. Yes, view tab studio. Okay. Okay, I can see. Everybody can see. We cooking with grease. We're cooking with grease on Sunday. Okay. Look at us. Look at us. I think because I had to click something too. But okay, you guys, let me explain what you're looking at. This is last week's schedule. I can't move it from here, but I can explain what you're seeing. Last week's schedule, you can see look at me teaching y'all on this YouTube live. Come on here. Okay. It's not moving. I'm not moving anything. Can you see me though? Because this screen is not scrolling. I'm the only one because you're like, it's frozen. I haven't moved it. So, but you can still see me, right? Okay. So on this screen, I'm not scrolling. It's just holding steady right here. But you can see I've got LA. I'll show y'all Georgia. Georgia is boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Can y'all see Georgia? Yes. Talk to me. Can you see? I changed my screen. It should be Georgia auctions up. I'm waiting for y'all to say, yes, Ashley, we can see Georgia auctions. Yes. Thank you, Marlon. There we go. So I tell you, at the first of the month, we have Georgia has so many auctions. Good. Okay. Look at us cooking with grease on this good Sunday. Good Friday's coming up, but this is a good Sunday. Okay. And you could see me talking. I just can't move the screen on and see myself. So we'll okay, here's the guess what, you guys? I can put the website in the chat. Look at us. I'm putting it in the chat. Hold on. mkconsultants.com. Boom. Water. I'm drinking water. It's water. That's all it is tonight. That's all it is every night. So there, I put the website in the chat, you guys, and you click on trustee sales. This is one of the companies that I'm contracted through, but I can see everybody in the country. So when I call in and give my results, they'll update my results. So this is a past one. This is March 5th. This, because Georgia's the first of the month, right? The first Tuesday of the month is when we auction. But I want to explain to you a couple of things. And yes, you can tell it's a ton of cancellations going on. I know everybody's experiencing cancellations across the board, right? Postponements, cancellations. This first, can y'all see my arrow though? Like I'm moving an arrow. If you look next to the time where it has cancellation, that first row where it has cancel, like CXL stands for cancellation. That first row is, you're welcome, you guys. See, that's when you come to my lives, you learn something. And I put you on. The first row would be the opening bid. The second row is what it sold for. If both numbers are the same, that means it did not sell. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. Let's see if I can. You should be seeing it scroll. I can't see y'all, but y'all can still see my screen. Let's see if we can find one. Here's one. I see it. Okay. See this one right here. I think it's scrolling for you in the screen, but when I move the screen, I can't see y'all at all. So yeah, I can't see it when I move it. I can't. Okay. But anyway, just to show you here, like this one right here in Clackamas. I said it, I'm so country. You can always bet a country person is going to change how you pronounce something. It's probably Clackamas. And I don't know, but y'all know what I'm saying. Amato, how are you from Florida? Look at me on the computer, Amato, sharing my screen. Can you believe that? I guess I'm going to call it Clackamas. I'm going to say it properly. Clackamas, Oregon. Right here, you see the opening bid was $400,000 and it sold for $643,100. So when you go to this site, that is how to read it. This is the opening bid. They update this site every 5 minutes. So on auction day, like tomorrow, when you come on here, they'll put the opening bid. If it sells, like when I call in, they'll update it and you will see it updated when you log in here. So save this website, everybody. Boom. Look at me dropping little gems for you. So I put the website in the chat for you all. But this is the beginning. This is March's Georgia list. Let me show you this week coming up is what I'm trying to say. Clearly, I can't speak. Clackamas, Oregon. This is this week. Let's see. Let me scroll. Here we go. Let's start at the top of this list. Okay, so here we are. We're starting at where there's the red line, you guys. That's a different day. So this is all Monday. Scroll. We got Tuesday. So boom. So you understand that. If it's been postponed, PP stands for postponed to the next date. A lot of these, I'm trying to think. So this has been postponed to May 1st, April 5th. You know what I mean? I believe all of these are at the courthouse. I'm at the courthouse. They're at the courthouse of the county that the house is being auctioned off, right? They're never at the house, okay? These are not auction.com's properties. These are all trustee sales. So from my understanding, I'm at the courthouse. I feel like all of these are at the courthouse too. in their county. So in Maricopa County, in Dare, Washington, LA County Courthouse is where all of these auctions are. Everybody clear on that? All minds clear? I'm so happy I can really share my screen with y'all. You know what I mean? I feel accomplished. I feel so accomplished. So here's that one has been up so long. Let me look. I'm gonna try to share my screen again. 120 Aspen Oak Lane. Let's check it out real quick. 120 Aspen Oak. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Look, you guys. Can y'all hold on. Let me share my screen. There it is. Can you believe it, you guys? Y'all can see my screen. I know I'm such a kid, but y'all can see my screen. I've always wanted to do this, but I could never figure it out. So the link in the chat didn't work. Okay, hold on. It is. Hold on. I got you. Don't worry. Boom. Try that. So this is the house that's going up. It's been up so many times for auction, you guys. It says it's sold. That's not right. Look at that. It's sold for $330,000 in November of 2023. Do they got an opening bid for that? No opening bid yet on that one. Got it? Good, Ray. I got you. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. Don't worry. But look at that one, how nice it is. She's been up plenty of times. Hold on, I'll click on the picture so y'all can see. She's up for auction on Tuesday, I believe, in LA. Somebody commented, y'all were probably on here that night. The person was like, the only properties going up for auction are raggedy properties. I was like, no, that's not true. It's a lot of nice properties that are going up for auction. So it's a bunch in Beverly Hills up for auction right now, honestly. Let's see. I was trying to see, but that's one that's going up Tuesday. I was trying to look. It was on the market for 4.6. Maybe they refinanced. I don't know what they did. Maybe they did a subject to. I don't know, but it's up for auction, you guys. It is up for auction. Are y'all still with me? Y'all still here? So that is the site. You can go on there, look every day if you want to. A lot of times people love to see. Let me show you something really quickly, you guys. We're back to the auctions. Do you see up here where my arrow is? It's got all the different dates. You see how I kind of went back to the beginning of March? You can go back and look at previous auctions. Look at that one for $40 million. That was an apartment complex. Do you see that? 7110 Ardmore Street, Harris County. What's that? Dallas? That's Houston. This one right here. That was an apartment complex. It didn't sell. Went up for $40 million. It didn't sell. So this is the opening bid side. If it's postponed, if it's canceled, boom. That's where that'll be. If it sells or goes back to the bank, it'll be on this side. Okay. When it doesn't seem like you got to click on. Okay, hold on, you guys. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen. Once you come to this site, okay, boom. I hope y'all can see what I see. Okay, yeah. Once you come here, you click on trustee sales, right? And then you're going to scroll all the way down, you guys. Scroll all the way down. And then you'll click on the Google Docs, the Google Drives. Boom. And then it should let you in. I hope y'all saw that. Does that make sense, everybody? Could y'all see as I walked you through how to get there? Doesn't seem like we can access it through. Try it, like I just showed you. Go to the trustee sale, then click on the Google tabs, and then because everybody usually can. Yes, my fault. I didn't look. Okay, Anthony. Okay. So there you go. Look at me. Y'all here teaching with my little face in the corner. Boom. Don't play with her in the corner teaching. Okay. Too much. I know. So, okay. Y'all got it. Okay. Good. So bookmark that. Bookmark that site. Okay. So you can check back. What I was saying is sometimes you can go back and see. That's what I was saying. before Anthony had us thinking that the site wasn't working. Just kidding. You can go back and see previous auctions. So sometimes I'll post that for you all. Like I'll go back, find a house that sold at auction, and I'll look and see if the investor has it on the market, what they made, like the profit they made off of it. You can see results here. So you can check out auction results from this site. Boom, boom. Also, I put everybody on the site. Look, I'll share one more site since we over here sharing screens tonight. You know what I mean? Since it's a share screen sensation tonight. I shared this at the masterclass. So if you came to the masterclass, y'all are, no, I know what else I can show you all. Look at me. I'm so excited. So I told y'all about the other site that you should go on, propwire.com. Look, this is a masterclass in itself tonight. Look, we're having a masterclass tonight. Everybody can see my screen. View tab, share this. Yep, y'all are with me on Propwire. Postpone. Yes, Anthony. PP means postpone. If it's showing, don't forget that veterans you can't foreclose on veterans until the end of May. So if you see an auction that's postponed until June 6th or 6/1, it's probably a VA loan and they can't foreclose on them until June, because their moratorium ends the end of May 28th. So, but they are already scheduling veteran VA auctions already for June. So PP means postpone. If you have your little property tracker, if you keep up with auctions, put that on your property tracker, the postponement date, and just keep up with that so you can go to the auction. CXL means canceled. And then the other one, it shows the opening bid. So you guys, I know people are coming on here like, what is going on with Ashley tonight? Is this a masterclass or is she live? We working it out tonight, you guys. Okay, so Propwire, you guys, this is what I was telling you about. It's free. When y'all are like, Ashley, when do you, hold on, how do I sign in? Okay, so boom, we're in here. Everybody see my screen? Yes, y'all can. Y'all can see it. When you're like, Ashley, I can't find foreclosures in my city. I can't find, y'all, every city. Let's do it. Good old Atlanta, right? It does not matter where you live. Atlanta, Georgia. This is free, you guys. It's just like PropStream, but it's free. Okay, so Atlanta, Georgia. You go over, I can't see, but y'all can see my screen. Lead types. It's got all of them, you guys. Absentee, adjustable, auctions, bank owned, cash buyers. I hope I'm not going too fast for the screen. Y'all with me? Everybody with me here? Yeah, okay. It's got, hold on, keep going. Out of state, pre-foreclosures, probates, tired landlords, vacant homes, vacant lots, zombie properties, right? So you can click on pre-foreclosures. You can click on auctions, boom, and it'll make a list for you of all, it's 257 in Atlanta auctions. Boom, here it is, you guys. Everybody, I'm literally teaching on this live tonight. But I hope y'all are getting something out of this. I hope you are learning something, you guys. So here it is. You can come on here. It gives you auction, empty nester, high equity, pre-foreclosure, how much equity's in it, all the details about it, basically, that you can see. Propwire, this is my whole point. Get on Propwire. It's free. If you need owner details, boom, you can skip trace. Look, they gave me the owner's information there. You can skip trace for 10 cents. Okay, you guys? So it's very helpful in any city that you need, any county, any city, zip code, all the things. It's free. Okay? So good, everybody. It's water. I promise. I promise it is. So you guys, I wanted to share with you Propwire. That's like a really good site that you can use, especially if you're like mailing letters or if you're cold calling. You know what I mean? You can put in any city, any county where you live, okay? And it will pull for you. Yes. Boom. I think that's what I wanted to share with you. Okay, so you guys, look, I didn't taught a whole class, I feel like. So we're going to stop sharing. I'm back. Now it's just me on your screen. It's just me. So 2 good websites. I hope y'all got those websites. Keep in mind at the auction, you guys, let me move the little arrow off my face. At the auction, it's cash, you guys. You got to have certified funds in the complete amount, right? Certified funds at the auction in the complete amount. For me at the courthouse, you guys, I don't take deposits, earnest money, pre-approval letters. I don't take proof of funds. I don't take proof of anything. You have to have the entire amount at the auction when you come, okay? Now, if you are, say you're pulling properties from Propwire, right? I've always said this. Before the property goes up for auction, you deal with the homeowner, right? You deal with the homeowner. So if you want to reach out to the homeowner, if you want to buy that property, if you want to help that person, you reach out to the homeowner, right? Because a lot of y'all like, Ashley, can I buy the property before it goes up for auction? You guys, you get in touch with the homeowner before the auction. Before the auction, the homeowner makes the decisions, okay? After I say going once, going twice, sold, then that's when it belongs to the bank. And then you will deal with the bank and it becomes an REO property. Everybody with me? And then with REO properties, you can use financing. You can use, like conventional FHA, VA loans, hard money. You can do that when you're dealing with the bank. When you're at the auction, you can't do that. I require certified funds. You can negotiate with the bank, right? I feel like with me, like I'm right in the middle, right? Auctions are in the middle. The rules are cut and dry. Like I need money in the full amount. The opening bid is the opening bid, right? You just not negotiate, but you bid up, right? But when you're dealing with like the homeowner or the bank, you can negotiate with those two, right? When you're dealing with the homeowner and the bank, you can use financing, you guys, because it's a homeowner. It's like they're like selling it for sale by owner. You know what I mean? So you can use traditional financing when you're talking to the homeowner and when you're talking to the bank. It's cash with me. I want these certified coins when you come see me at the auction, right? So a lot of people, honestly, REOs and dealing with the homeowner, it works better for most people. If you don't have a large amount of cash, the auction might not be you know what I'm saying. The auction might not be your best bet. But if you can talk to the homeowner and make a deal with the homeowner, or if you can deal with the bank afterwards, boom. Y'all know I like to, hi, Mike, how are you? Where are you from? Look at me on the computer, Mike. I'm not even on the phone. I'm on the computer and it's clear. And I'm not doing the robot every, 30 seconds. You know what I mean? So we're upgrading over here at the end of March. Look at us. So my point is dealing, y'all know I mail. So I do mail to the homeowners before they go up for auction, right? Because that's I feel like I get a better deal. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you can have time, you can negotiate, boom, when you deal with the homeowner, right? Because in auction, the opening bid is the opening bid. You can't negotiate with me. You're always somewhere. Always somewhere. So that's what I always ask. When people are like, Ashley, can I reach out to the attorney? Ashley, can I get the property before it goes to auction? If that is your game plan, you got to talk to the homeowner because the homeowner is still in control of that property. And then after the auction, then it's the bank. And then you got to go through the bank. And y'all know the bank, the REO websites, that's hudhomestore.gov, homepath.com, homesteps.com, HUD Home Store, HomePath, Homesteps, Truist, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, they all have their own REO websites, you guys. So just save those. There might not be a lot right now, but save them, okay? Because they're coming. They are coming. So, yeah, that's what I want to say. So that's the difference between auction, REO. You got to have cash in the complete amount. Keep in mind, auction properties, people can still live in those properties. That's the other thing, right? Like if somebody is still living in that property, you will have to evict them. You are responsible for evicting them. And y'all see that story about that lady in New York who got arrested for changing the locks on the squatters in her $1 million home. Did y'all see that? Craziness. I think she was in New York. New York, y'all got like crazy laws for y'all are not an investor friendly state. New York is not an investor friendly state. Let me say that. So, um, HUD Home Store. You know what? I can do better than that, Anthony. Now that I got a little chat, I can put it in the chat. HUDHomestore.gov, homepath.com, homesteps.com. Boom. Look at us in 2024 typing in the chat. But well, me typing in the chat. Y'all always have been typing in the chat. Yeah, New York, they arrested her for changing the locks on squatters that were in her house. I would have did the same thing. They would have been gone. Been gone. I would have cut the lights off. I would have took the doors off the hinges by the time they left. Cut the lights, because who's still paying the power? Cut the lights off. I mean, cut the lights off, cut the water off. Don't worry about it. Get the drill and take the door off the hinges. That's what we're doing. That is the thing. I'm in New England, and it's very tenant. It's really, that's crazy. How you gonna get arrested for changing the locks on your own house? Crazy. I don't know, you guys. Some states you just don't buy. Like if you live in New York, you need to go invest in another state. Like y'all got crazy rentals. Like you can't raise the rent. Clearly squatters can stay. In no shade, because I know there are like some slumlords, right? I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people like who just, you know what I'm saying? Like she's getting arrested for changing the locks on her own place and they hadn't paid. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Was arrested today. His wife was living crazy. I mean, look, I live in Memphis. Cut the lights off, cut that water off, take the door off the hinges. Come take the door off the hinges. That's what I need you to do. Take the front door and the back door off, all the way off. Look, the whole neighborhood gonna be in there. Look, if I can't leave my stuff in there, you're gonna have to move. That is crazy. The sounds crazy. So what was my point? Oh, if you buy at the auction, that's the point. If you buy at the auction, you guys, and somebody lives there, that's why you have to do your due diligence, because if somebody lives there, you are responsible for evicting them. Okay. So, and it just depends on, during COVID, I know investors were going through craziness because the court was backed up after COVID. So they couldn't evict people, out of the properties. But if you buy at auction and somebody lives there, that's why I always say, like with my auction course, y'all know I have the auction accelerator course. And it teaches you how to buy at the auction, but it's got cash for keys. I always say offer cash for keys, lead with love. That is my motto for everything. Lead with love, right? Offer them cash for keys, reach out nicely because you don't want them to tear up your house. You know what I mean? So try to go that route and see if that works. And then if not, then you got to go to court and try to get them evicted. So that's probably one of the not so good things about buying at the auction if somebody lives in it. But that's part of your due diligence. You got to drive by the property before you go to the auction to see if somebody is living in it, right? So you should know all of this before you come to the auction. If somebody's living in it, like at least the condition of the outside. So that also lets you know if somebody's living in it, it's a good possibility you cannot see the inside of it. 99% of the time, you cannot see the inside of a property that's up for auction. And that does, that's what do I always say? Everybody's blood pressure can't handle that, right? Everybody's blood pressure can't handle buying a property that you can't see the inside of, right? Like that, right? So that's why I'm saying sometimes it's better either to talk to that homeowner so you can establish that relationship. They'll let you in, you can see it, boom, they'll move on, y'all can arrange when they're going to move out. Like when you close, they move out, Boom. Like a typical real estate deal. You know what I mean? I will say this, you guys. On my contracts that I write, like if I'm dealing with a homeowner, and you can add this to your contracts, like I do not fund until the property is vacant. I let everybody know that up front, right? Was when we get in this deal, you will not get any money until this property is vacant, right? Like, so that means like their payoff, because I make sure the attorney know, because I work with the same closing attorney, an escrow company. It's on the contract. Funds will not be released until the property is vacant. That was a learning lesson that I had to learn. So I advise you, if you're doing contracts with people like distressed property owners, put in the contract. You know what I mean? Funds will not be released until the property is vacant, right? Because they will take your money and they will stay in that property. And then you got to go through the whole eviction process again. Now, there has been an incident where like the people literally did not have any money, right? They didn't even have money to move. So I wrote in the contract that, we would release, she told me how much it cost to get a U-Haul, right? So we released like $500 of her money at closing so she could get a U-Haul to move. And then when the property was vacant, the rest of her funds were released, if that makes sense to everybody. Like if you in real estate, yeah, I know squatters' rights, but that's just craziness. So, but I advise you, if you do, like, that's the point that I always tell in the mentorship. Like, I advise you, make sure, put that in your contract. Funds are not released until the property is vacant. And that kind of can be like some motivation to get the people out too, because they need the money. Because if you give it to them before, you run the risk of them not moving and still being in your house with the money, right? So that's one of the things about auction. You don't get to see the inside of the property, and there could be people living in it, and there could be title issues. That's one of the biggest ones. There could be title issues when you buy properties at the auction. So you just really have to do your due diligence before you come to the auction, honestly. That's why I don't know. Like if I was just starting in real estate, brand new beginner real estate, would I probably wouldn't start at the auction, right? If I was a brand new real estate investor, if I didn't have any prior experience, the auction would not be my first starting point. I would probably like I did, like when I was 21, like buy a property and flip it, right? Buy something cheaper, get the hang of how it's going to work before you start going to the auction, right? Because that's a different ball game at the auction. You know what I mean? Thanks, David. Thanks. Look at you donating. Look at me. I should have been on here long before now. Look at y'all donating money and stuff. Like this is OnlyFans or something. I'm just kidding. This is not OnlyFans. But those are the differences when it comes to the auction and REO. With REO properties, once they go back to the bank, you guys, you can get an inspection. You can, pay traditionally. You can walk through the property. You can back out of the deal. If you're doing an REO property with the bank, you can negotiate with the bank. Y'all, I've done videos on this all the time. Negotiate with the bank. If it's an REO property, negotiate closing costs, negotiate appliances, negotiate repairs, negotiate all of it. Okay. When you're dealing with REO properties, negotiate with the bank, because that's what I'm about to do tomorrow with this other house. I'm going to try to short sell it, and I'm going to try to get the price down as low as I can possibly get it. That is the plan for tomorrow. So that's my point. If you're buying REO properties, negotiate. You can get an inspection. You can use traditional financing. I think that's the best thing about that. So that's where I would start. If I was a new investor, I would probably get an REO. Or if I was a new investor, I know y'all are going to kind of side at me, but I'd probably wholesale a little bit too. You know what I mean? I would do that to get started. The auction would not be my first place to start, probably. All right, HOA for I buy the house, $65K. HOA lien was $10K. What happens to the extra funds? They should go back to the homeowner. The excess funds should go back. I mean, I'm trying to read what you said. The little heart here on the side is blocking your words. HOA foreclosure. I buy the house, $65K. HOA lien was $10K. What happens to the extra funds? So was the opening bid like 10K and then it got bid up to 65K? Is that um how it happened? Then they should probably, well, I don't know, HOA probably gonna try to keep it. Knowing how HOA works, that's going to the HOA fund. That's where that's going. Um, and that's true. HOA can foreclose on you. HOA can foreclose on you. Your primary mortgage can foreclose on you, and taxes can foreclose on you. So, Jazz vendor, that's was 10K the opening bid. If so, then the excess funds usually go back to the homeowner, right? But I mean, when it's HOA, I feel like HOA gonna keep it and put it in the reserve fund. So, I don't know. Look, y'all gonna get some new landscaping with that extra money from HOA. So that's the difference. Those are some of the key differences when it comes to buying REO properties or buying auction properties. Auction properties, you got to do some due diligence, but you get some good deals at the auction. You get some good deals at the auction. I feel like the auction is probably like the cheapest the property will be. Yeah, because in the auction, it's just the opening bid is the loan balance, right? So if they bought 15 years ago, that opening bid can be really low. That's why people go to the auction, is to buy properties steeply discounted. Now, it's going to be a lot of REO properties because a lot of these, like I'm showing, like I just showed you, um, people just bought in the last 4 years and are in foreclosure. So that opening bid is too high. Nobody's going to buy it at auction. It's going to revert back to the bank and be an REO property. So that's why I keep saying save the sites, you guys. Save HomePath, Home Steps, HUD Home Store. I think Truest site is like truestreo.com. I made a whole bundle of websites for y'all. It's absolutely free. It should be in the description below. I gave y'all residential, commercial, land, and REO websites. It's free, you guys. It's free. Down low. There's another lien on the property for $68,000. You paid 65. I don't know. HOA foreclosure usually, like, it depends on who's in first position. Usually, if you're like in first position, all the other loans fall off. And HOA is, you know, I don't know. You'll see. I don't know when it comes to HOA liens. But HOA, you can get the property because I know I've seen plenty of properties be auctioned off by HOA in solid deals, right? So I don't know. They might try to pay as much of that as they can with that overage. So if there was another lien on it, they're going to try to take care of the other liens with that money, right? Once the HOA lien is cleared, all the other money, they're going to try to knock out as many other liens as they can with that money. So the homeowner won't get anything, probably. Not from how that sounds. That's usually how it works. I hope I didn't confuse you to death. Okay, you guys. What else was I? Am I missing any questions? Am I still here? I hope y'all learned a whole lot. Look at us sharing screens. I feel like we made progress. Like, I feel like we unlocked a whole new level on this YouTube live, honestly, tonight, you guys. Shout out to everybody, honestly, for coming on back after I got lost for a second, but everybody came on back. So, did I get everybody's questions tonight? Y'all know my 3 movie recommendations, right? 3 movie recommendations are The Big Short, 99 Homes, and The Inside Job. You guys, those are my 3 movie recommendations. Watch those. Tell me what you think. If you need the auction course, if you are going to the auction, the link should be down below. Use code THANKYOU. Use code THANKYOU. It teaches you how to do a title search, cash for keys, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean, you guys? Thanks, you guys. We're all doing our thing tonight. I feel like this was group effort. The screen froze up. We were in the matrix. I got out, got on the laptop, boom, and here we are. And I'm sharing screens and I'm teaching on the live. We unlocked a whole new level tonight. A whole new level was unlocked tonight. Well, I saw a home up for auction with starting bid at 100K with a reserve. It also has a note saying subject to redemption. I'm with you. The house is back up with starting bid at 60K. Okay, so I'm going to take that question. I'm going to kind of dissect it a little bit. So first of all, when it comes to auctions, there's a couple different kinds. Absolute auction, reserve auction, right? We talked about this before. Absolute auction, that's what I do. When I give you that opening bid, that's anything over, you get the price, you get the property. The highest bidder gets the property. That is an absolute auction. So with me, if you bid $1 over and nobody is there, you get the property for $1 over opening bid. Absolute auction. Reserve auction means there is a reserve that the bank has to meet in order to sell the property, right? So the opening bid could be the opening bid could be 60K, but the bank wants to hit, I mean, that's the thing, you got to figure out what the bank want to hit, honestly. Um, but that's a reserve bid. There's a reserve that has to be met in order for the property to sell. If that reserve is not met, the property won't sell. So the house back up was starting bid. So, okay, and redemption. Everybody knows right of redemption. That means the homeowner can come back and reclaim that property within a certain amount of time. But they've got to pay all the fees, all the interest. And if they pay that, then they can get the property back within a certain amount of time. Foreclosurelaw.org. I'm going to type that in the chat. Foreclosurelaw.org is where you can look up your right of redemption rules in your state. Each state is different. Like for me, I always say this: Tennessee, trustee sales, there's no right of redemption. Once I sell your property, you cannot come back and get it. But depending on where you are, homeowners, it could be 30 days, it could be a year, it could be 6 months. Just know your rules. But they have to come back, pay the entire amount, any interest that's owed, and then they can get the property back. Okay. So keep in mind, be very mindful of doing repairs, doing a lot of stuff during that redemption period. I don't think it's very common for people to come back and be able to pay that whole entire amount. You know what I mean? It's not common, honestly. But be mindful that they could come back. So if you were to do repairs on that property, if you were to, completely remodel it and they paid, you know what I mean, get it redeemed, then there go your repairs. You know what I mean? So I'm very cautious about, HOA can be considered first position if there's, nothing in front of it. They're usually, I mean, I've seen HOA foreclose on people, right? And it was a legit sale. So it probably just depends on the order of when the liens were filed. So HOA can definitely foreclose on you. So yeah, for sure. The code, use code thank you. Look, this has been a code for like forever, for the last 6 months. Code thank you for the auction accelerator course. And I teach you everything in that course. I poured my whole brain out in that course. How to do a title search, how to calculate your bid. It's got a bid calculator, contracts, everything. I walk you through it. What was my point? Y'all know I get distracted. What was I saying? My thought is gone completely, you guys. I can't even remember what I was talking about. But yes, use code thank you. And we were talking about HOA in first position, and HOA can absolutely foreclose. I saw an auction with the bank bidding against the investor. Yep. The person that was bidding for the bank told the investors afterwards how much the bank wanted. The price was too close to market value. They can be. Yeah. The bank can buy it back, and bid against you. And it's probably depending on that loan. If they just bought that property like in the last 3 or 4 years, that opening bid is going to be close to market value. That's how I always kind of tell, like on auction.com, if it's like a reserve has to be met. What I'll do is I'll go back and look and see when that person bought that house, like how long ago. And if it was in the last COVID, post-COVID, and after, they owe that whole loan. So that reserve is going to be real close to whatever they paid for it, right? We were talking about right of redemption. Thank you. But yes, the bank will bid against you, not me. Not me. Look, not me. At the auction, I've never bid against the bank. Or once they give me the opening bid, that's what it is, right? I don't call in like, this is the highest I got, and they change it. My opening bid is the opening bid, right? As long as you bid $1 over, you're good to go. You got it. Yes, redemption. Foreclosurelaw.org. It depends on where you live. Be very careful about paying. Be very careful about doing repairs. Be very careful about paying taxes until you get the deed, because you won't get that deed during the redemption period. I don't believe. I don't think you'll get the deed. Um, so deeds and refunds come in the mail. That brought me full circle to another point. Deeds and refunds come in the mail. I do not have refunds at the auction. So if you bring me one $100,000 cashier check and you got the property for, let's say, 80,000, I don't have $20,000 in my trunk, right? I don't have change for $100,000. So your refund will come in the mail and the deed will come in the mail. Once you get that deed, you guys, you got to file it yourself. You file that deed with the county. You go to the records and deeds office and file that deed yourself so you can be on title. Okay? That's an important thing to remember, you guys. Deeds and refunds come in the mail, and file the deed once it comes in the mail. The opening bid does not include taxes either, you guys. That opening bid does not include taxes. So the winning, oh, look, I always think of everything once I start talking. So at the auction, you guys, like I said, opening does not include taxes. It does not include taxes. I had something else I was going to say. Opening bid does not include taxes. So that's part of your due diligence too. Check the title, check taxes, and drive by the property to make sure it's still there. Okay, because taxes are not included. Oh, that's what I was going to say. At the auction, because people always like, do you got to pay? Is there a registration? For me at the courthouse, you guys, I'm at the courthouse, trustee sales. Whatever you get that property for, like if the opening bid is $50,000 and you bid $50,100 and you get it, all I want is $50,100. Like there's no buyer's premium, there's no extra fees, nothing like that. That's all I take. Okay. But I know at like auction.com, all these other places, there might be a buyer's premium. So just be very aware of that. Me, I only want the winning bid. That's all I want. I don't want any other fees, nothing like that. It's open to the public. Boom. That's it. That's why I always tell y'all to go to the auction. Go to the auction. Just go and see. Even if you don't have money, just go and see. Right at redemption, that shouldn't be allowed. You know, and I know with like tax liens and tax deeds, it's very common. Well, tax liens, it might be common for the homeowner to come back and pay that tax lien, you know, but right of redemption on like foreclosures, it's rare that they can come up with that complete amount of money. You know what I mean? And pay it off. It's very rare. Like I've literally never heard of anybody that happening to anybody. But just be mindful. Just be mindful before you jump into a lot of repairs if you don't have that deed. But once you get the deed, file it with the county so your name can be on the title. Okay. Y'all, I've been on here an hour. I've been on here an hour. It is 9:15, 10:15 on the East Coast, you guys. Do y'all have any other questions? I feel like I'm about to lose my voice too. That's why I keep drinking water, because my voice gets really scratchy. So, I think that's it. All of my resources are in the description below. The auction accelerator, use code thank you. The letters, the foreclosure letters, the probate letters, I just showed y'all where to go. So if you get the letters, Propwire, filter it. You can send letters to those people, or you can cold call the people. What else? I think that's it, you guys. I haven't decided on a masterclass for April yet because we have not got to April yet. You know what I mean? It's still March. So all the replays, you can watch all the replays of the masterclasses for free. My masterclasses will always be free. I haven't decided what April's going to be yet. But you guys, I think that is it, unless y'all have something else y'all want me to talk about. But I'm about to lose my voice. I'm working on a new bundle for you all. It's the vacant abandoned home bundle, driving for dollars bundle that people have been requesting, and door hangers and all that kind of stuff. I'm working on it, you guys. It's on the to-do list, I promise. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this live. It was like a little teaching experience. Look at us going to class on a Sunday. Sunday school. We just had Sunday school tonight. Look at us. Awesome. Absolutely. And I'm here, just Ray, reach out to me. Your agent Ashley on Instagram, your agent Ashley at Gmail. If you get through that course and you got any questions, just reach out to me. All good. Adverse possession. Yeah, like when it doesn't deal so much with on the auction side, honestly. Um I'm over here trying to think, you guys, about it. Does I don't really see, like, I don't like right of redemption. I think it's definitely more common for and all of you who don't know what adverse possession is, look, let me tell y'all what it is so I can give you a good definition of what it is. Um it's when allows a person who is not the owner of land to gain ownership of it if they meet certain requirements and have occupied it for a sufficient amount of time. Oh, you talking about squatters' rights too. Look, you guys, that's why you have to go. That's why you have to do your due diligence before you buy at the auction. And I hate kind of, you know what I'm saying? I hate when the news shows like squatters winning. You know what I mean? So then people start getting ideas. Like, well, what if there was a TikToker, you guys. There was a TikToker telling people how to squat, like teaching people like how to go in these properties and squat. Like he's a TikToker showing people how to do it. Like, what I need you to ban his account, right? Like this, you guys. Like, so that's what his channel was about, teaching people how to squat in properties. You know what I mean? Like, really? I don't know. Tennessee, where yes, you saw that. Look, yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. Yes, y'all saw that TikTok. I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna cut them lights off. I'm gonna cut the lights off. We're gonna cut the water off. I live in Memphis. Somebody will take the hinges off the doors. Do you hear me? That's what we would do. Especially if I go to court and the judge orders you to be removed and you still like, look, look, the doors are coming off the hinges. You you will feel every season in that house because the doors are coming off, honestly. So I don't know, you guys. Yes, Lena. Our REO's vacant. Yes. So they are completely cleared out by the bank. So now the bank has taken ownership of it. So they have cleaned it out, trashed it out. Yes. REOs are vacant. The title is better. Like REOs are the way to go. Like if you don't have a ton of money, right? If you are new to real estate investing, REOs would probably be your route. And you just negotiate. Look at me. I'm all in the camera. Negotiate with the bank, you guys. That's what I would do. Craziness. But negotiate. Yes, REOs are like I said, you can get a home inspection. You can bring your contractor out there to see what repairs are needed. Understand REOs are usually as is, like the bank is not going to do the repairs for you, but at least you can get a good estimate on how much the repairs are going to cost you, right? When your inspector goes out there, send your general contractor out there, get an estimate of how much everything is going to cost. And if it costs too much, you can back out of that deal, right? That's the good thing about REO properties. Yes, and the title is good. Inspections, appraisals, boom. You know what I mean? It's been trashed out. You might get a key. You know what I mean? I don't have any of that for you. I don't have any of those things for you. I don't have any keys. I don't even drive by the property. If they send it to me to auction, you guys, I have no idea. People are like, are there people in it? I don't know. I haven't even seen the property. Honestly, you would know better than I would know, right? When people come to the auction, I don't know what the properties look like. I don't know if I'm auctioning off the first lien or the second lien. I have no idea, right? That's why at the auction, you have to do your due diligence. You have to do your due diligence. You have to. You have to, right? Because if you buy the wrong lien, if you buy the wrong lien, I always say this, your feelings going to be hurt for the rest of the year. Your feelings will be hurt all of 2024 and probably some of 2025, honestly, depending on how much you pay for that lien, right? So you've got to do your due diligence. You got to make sure you're buying the right lien. You need to see what kind of repairs. You got to look at exterior repairs because you can't see the inside. So that's what I'm saying. The auction is not for a brand new investor without any guidance. You know what I mean? Now, maybe if you got friends and family in the real estate, but the auction is probably not where you want to start, right? Because if you get your feelings hurt, you're going to be like, I'm not even doing real estate anymore. If you buy the wrong lien, you'd be like, never mind. Never mind. So just do your due diligence. I'm still biased towards the auction, clearly, because I work at the auction, but you have to do your research before you come by. I will say that. Top banks for REOs, probably going to be a whole bunch of them. Wells Fargo, Truist, all of them. Look on auction.com has REOs. Auction.com, you can filter it between, look, I can show y'all because we can share screens now. Look, we done moved on up in life. Hold on. Don't play with her today. Oh, I got to press share screen. Look at me getting besides myself. Hold on. Boom. Hold on. Look right here, you guys. Look at me sharing my screen. Okay. Do you see where it says bank owned? That's REO. And then it has foreclosures, right? So, or it has all. So you can I click on this? I don't know. It might let me click on it. Never mind, you guys. Oh, it's already here. Oh, duh, I'm here. So look at me sharing my screen. This is Atlanta. So foreclosure, bank owned. My point was auction.com has bank owned properties too, and foreclosures, basically. HUD Home Store, HUD Home Store. Look at me, you guys. Can you believe us? Look at us over here cooking with grease. HUD Home Store.gov. Boom, there it is. You go here, HUD Home Store. And so that's another REO site, you guys. Okay. Look at me. Did y'all just see how I just changed the screen and came back? Okay. But anyway, I'll act like, this isn't new, but it's new. So HUD Home Store, auction.com shows REO properties. Save them, bookmark them, get familiar with them. Top banks, that's what you're asking me. It's probably Wells Fargo has their own REO site. Truist has their own REO site. Bank of America has their own REO site. You can get on Zillow and filter it for REO bank owned. So some banks just get with the real estate agent and let them list it like that. You know what I mean? Auction.com, Realty Bid, I think. I got a whole list. Get the websites. I made a whole list for you. Don't worry. I got you. So, what's the Truist site? Anthony, you don't want to do no work. Y'all don't want to do any work. But you know that I'm going to look for it for you, don't you? That's why you ask me, right? I'm like your little genie in a bottle. That's what I am over here. Hold on. Let me share the site with you. Boom. Hold on. Here we go. Watch my computer is about to be like, ma'am, you're doing too much. You done shared your screen enough for tonight. So it is truistreo.com is the site. Can y'all see that? truistreo.com. Boom. There we go. So those are REO sites, auction sites. I hope this was helpful to you all tonight. Top banks. I'm making sure I saw all the questions. Boom, 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 boom. If you're a beginner, go the REO route. Go the REO route or talk to the homeowner. That's why I made the letters. Reach out to the homeowner or go the bank route. Once you get a little experience and you know how to estimate repairs on the inside, or you have somebody that will help you. If you got somebody that'll help you, that's different. Then definitely go the auction route. But do your research. Go to the auction. It's free. It's free. Just go. Just go. You don't have to bid. You don't have to open your mouth. Just go. It's free. Yay. Good. Look at y'all. You guys, y'all know y'all can reach out to me anytime. Your agent Ashley at gmail.com. I'm on Instagram, your agent Ashley. I'm on a YouTube. Your agent, Ashley. I think that's what it is here, you guys. I'm on here every Sunday. I try to send out a newsletter. I sent out a newsletter this morning. Everybody check your spam. So I sent it out. It was very encouraging. So, yeah. So when I have master classes, they all, I send it out in a newsletter. So, okay, you guys, I've got to take my kid to school in the morning, you guys. So I got to get off here. It is 9:26. It's 10:26 on the East Coast. I'm here if you need me, you guys. I'm here if you need me. I will be back next Sunday. Oh, next Sunday is Easter, isn't it? Next Sunday is Easter. I'll let you know. I'll let you know what we got. If I'm going to be back on here, I might be on here because now I can teach and share my screen. Boom. Thank you, Captain John Smith. You guys, that is it. I hope you have a good week. It is the last full week of March. This is the end of first quarter. You guys, second quarter is about to start up. So make your to-do list and do it is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Thanks, you guys. I'm so glad. I'm so glad y'all enjoyed this. I will be back soon. I hope you all have a great night. Have a great night. You're welcome. Bye, you guys. We're going to hang up on 3. Look, we're going to hang up on 3 like we usually do. No, you hang up. No, you hang up first, Ashley. You know how you do when you're like 16. We're like a little family here. Okay, you guys. All right. I will see you next time. I'll see you on Instagram. All right. Bye-bye, you guys. Bye, you guys.